welcome back to the program Islam Explained Theology Series. Today we'll be addressing questions that have been put forward by yourselves. I'd like to thank you for joining us on the program again.
Yeah,
Omar,
thank you.
So we'll get right into it. One of our viewers asks on Islam's view on vegetarianism and veganism. Can a Muslim be a vegan or a vegetarian?
Yes, I'll answer that question directly, Waisel. Yes, a Muslim can be a vegan or vegetarian. It's a personal choice. And how did I come to that judgment, or how does Islam come to that judgment from an Islamic perspective? Now, haram and halal, the concepts of haram and halal in Islam is quite clear. When we say haram, it means something forbidden, unlawful by Islamic law. And haram is established based on solid evidence that we call delil qati. So it's derived from the Quran, or on some cases from the Prophet himself, alayhi salatu wasalam. So haram means something is forbidden by God himself, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when we talk about halal, we also use the term mubah, which means permissible. It's not a commandment that someone should eat this, someone or should do this or something like that. It is just a permissible thing. So if we were to give one example, drinking lemonade, it's halal, providing that it doesn't have alcohol in it. Now, a person can choose to drink lemonade or choose not to drink it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So halal means permissible. So if someone wishes not to eat or not to consume the meat of animals, they have a right to do so. It's a personal choice.
Yeah.
But with haram, it's different, because haram is, if you commit it by Islamic law, there is a chance that you will be punished on the other side, in the life after. But with halal, for consuming it, you don't get rewards, or if you don't consume it, you don't get punished.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if I could just ask another question that's actually tying into this first question. One of the viewers had also asked this as well. How about the slaughter of animals for human consumption?
Yeah, but it's a different topic than whether a person can be a vegan or vegetarian. It's a completely different perspective. Whether we are asking, I think the viewer is asking, can killing of animals for consumption, is that a right thing to do or not? The first thing that we have to understand, that nobody can be more compassionate than God. And if we look at this life, and if we look at the ecosystem, there's a certain balance in nature. Some animals are carnivorous, some animals are herbivorous, yeah? They eat plants, and then the other animals eat other animals. They feed on them, they prey on them. So that's the way nature has been created, so it can be balanced. Now, from a human perspective, once I read this research about if the entire humanity on Earth went vegan, decided not to eat meat anymore. And according to their research, well, they're saying that the Earth would benefit in regards to the atmosphere, because they argue that there will be less greenhouse gas emissions. However, what the research did not include, and this was a very important thing, 95 billion animals are consumed by human beings each year. That's a big number.
That's a big number.
95 billion animals, including fish, of course. Now, what would happen to the population of these animals if they were not consumed?
Yeah.
What effect would it have on the balance of the ecosystem? We've got to think about this too. Now, if we sort of extend this to all the animal kingdom, if they all stop eating other animals, preying on other animals, what would happen to the ecosystem?
Wow, there'll be
Our farmlands, imagine just the ocean. Some fish, spawn 300,000 young ones in one go. There would be billions of fish in the sea, and they don't consume each other. They don't prey on each other. The oceans would die eventually. So God has established a certain balance in nature, and that's the way it should be. It is just right balance there. You cannot play with the balance of the nature. But the answer to, as I said before, veganism or vegetarianism, it's a personal choice. It is halal to consume the meat of certain animals, but it's your choice. You can choose not to, or you can choose to eat them.
Okay. Thank you very much. It sounds very straightforward. And thank you I'd like to thank our viewers for listening to us. And please do write your emails on the email provided below the screen. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining Islam Explained.